All right, what's up? What's up? I did not plan to live stream today, but I am slightly interested and also annoyed at a problem that I think exists right now, is what I'm seeing. And that is there's quite a few posts that I'm seeing on my LinkedIn feed for these virtual pharmacy residency open houses. Um, and I just talking to a couple colleagues, it sounds like um, there may be an issue in promoting awareness of when these events are and getting the message out to prospective candidate students. So I'm kind of interested in creating a solution to solve that. But I'm going to share my screen in just a bit of what I'm thinking about. Um, but it'd be more for something like future thinking in like 2025 because I just don't have the time to do something now for it. But it is a problem I think exists, and it's a problem that I'm kind of interested in solving because you know I don't I don't know. It would be great if there was some more centralized thing to build. So, anyways, two things. The first thing is I think I'm gonna hopefully help try to mitigate the problem right now by creating Google Forms, one for employers who want to post about their open house, and one for candidates to post who they are, some details about what programs they're interested in, and then basically making both of those forms feed into a Google Sheet, both of which will be publicly available at a website that I will host. And everything will be public, it'll be for free, and just hopefully it'll make it easier for everyone to figure out what are all the pharmacy open houses out there, who's doing it, when they occur, and then if you feel so inclined, putting your name out there as a prospective candidate. I don't know if that's actually really necessary, but I think the more important part is the first part, which is figure out when and where these pharmacy open houses are. So I'm going to do that probably after this. But I want to kind of ideate on, let me start sharing my screen. Um, a I don't know what you want to call it, like a product or a website that aims to solve this a bit more programmatically. And so this will probably be something more for 2025. Maybe I'll have some different prototypes out by next year, early next year, and then be ready for prime time come next December when I assume all this is happening around mid-year. But anyways, what I'm thinking about right now, and I have like another screen I'm trying to peek into, seeing what other people are thinking of in terms of like solutions. So I might be going back and forth. Anyways, there's a new tool, so it might be a little wonky for me to use right now, so just bear with me. It's a tool I've been seeing a lot of other software engineers use when they're designing their systems, and I kind of like it. It's really nice. It's really good to, before you start coding, to kind of draw out your ideas. And I see a lot of people using this, so I really like it. So I think right now the first thing is, let me get the database going here, is creating some application. I wonder if they have like a front end. Oh, what is this? A front end? Oh yeah, maybe we'll do some this. Maybe a web page, website. Oh yeah, maybe we'll use this instead. This looks nice, like a browser. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's fine. It's probably not the most ideal, but this works. So what I'm thinking right now is like a. Can I not type in here? Oh yeah, I can't type. Let me can I add text? Free draw, line, arrow. There's got to be a way to add text to this. Text. Okay, this is probably way harder than I thought it would be. Maybe I'll just do the web. I just grabbed the other thing. I think this one would have worked. Okay, that doesn't work either. This is embarrassing. Oh, here's text. I don't know how I got that text. There was like an easier way to like add text to this. Maybe this will work. Okay. Oh, like this works. Oh, okay. Maybe this works. Central website. Central website. Okay. Sorry for bearing with me. So what I'm thinking is there would be some central website, right? This is where the pharmacy employers and prospective pharmacy candidates would would use. Right. So some website that lives out there, very easily accessible. And what I'm thinking is there would be some user database, or actually candidates. There'd be some database out there where we store all the users, right? Actually, what else do we put here? I need some program. Let's see. Oh, nice. There's like a. Do you have Next? Oh, Next. You have Next. Yeah, nice. So what I'm thinking about is basically building a Next.js app. And I guess technically this is part of this too. And this website will be connected to this app here. And if you're a user, like you're a prospective candidate, I'm very type A with these diagrams. If you're a candidate, you can go ahead and create like user profiles and we'll store your, we would store your data in this database that has candidates. And then if you're an employer, we would have one here as well. So for employers. And then maybe have another one too. This is just all thinking out loud right now of what probably would be useful. And so here, these are probably more tables, if anything. They're not all different databases. I meant these as just tables. And maybe this is going to be very rudimentary. I'm not really good at using this. Okay, so the idea is that you come to this website, and if you're a candidate, you can put in your information here, and it will log your information. Maybe we would have some type of OAuth. Is there like OAuth, auth? Ah, nice, they do have it. So you would have a login here, and this login would basically be like login with LinkedIn or something. And the benefit there is if you have like, so no usernames and passwords are stored. You just log in with LinkedIn, and what we can do is we can grab the information that you already have in LinkedIn and populate your database. And so it makes it very easy. I don't store any username or passwords for you, and I just grab all the information from LinkedIn and I can store it in like a user profile. And then same exact thing probably, actually maybe do this down here. Log in with LinkedIn. Something like this. So it's very easy to, I guess this doesn't really apply for positions. It's very easy to populate the data for a specific user using LinkedIn. And then what the candidates could do is then back on here, you have a couple of features. I wonder if there's an easy way to represent features. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just use like maybe I'll just use text. Can I do a list? I don't think I can do a list. No, I guess not. That's kind of unfortunate. So I think the list of features, or actually maybe I can do both here. Yeah, so here's my app, which is like a very embarrassing list of features. Diagram. So it is very. Anyways, so I think a couple of things. So there'd be like features. Maybe I'll split this up into features for employers and features for users. And the users here are your prospective pharmacy candidates. And what they can do is they can, create a profile, upload a resume or CV. You can add additional information, structure like maybe extracurriculars, different experiences, maybe stuff that like is not in LinkedIn or very easy to store in LinkedIn. Maybe it's in your CV and it's unstructured. This would be really nice because like we can search on this and make it easier, especially for employers to look at later. But they can do this. And then the big goal here is that you can browse employers, and so if I am thinking here, very similar to like the similar to ASHP residency listing, when everyone's looking for different residencies, one of the first places you think of for pharmacy is like you go to this ASHP residency listing website and you find all the possible residencies out there. It is missing other things like unaccredited residencies, include unaccredited, I can't spell accredited. Oh, this is embarrassing. Don't judge me. This is gonna bother me. Let me just unaccredited. Residencies include fellowships. So it'll be like a one-stop shop for like your prospective pharmacy candidates to browse postgraduate trainings. Okay. So it's employers. Maybe I'll put this. You can see both employers. Let me make it actually separate. Browse positions by employers, and then browse events by employers. And I think this is one of the key ones right here is this events, because the whole problem that I think we're trying to solve right now is that there's all these virtual events going on, and it seems like it may be very difficult to reach the intended audience. So making this, this is the primary problem we're trying to solve, making this very evident to users. So you can browse events that are going on, maybe making either a link or a sign-up sheet, something very easy that connects a user to whatever that event is that's hosted by the employer. So this would be something I add down here later. Maybe we can talk about that piece. Let me bold these. I like this bold. So same thing here. You can maybe the same thing, create a profile for employer. Actually, just create a profile. You can post open positions. These are your postgraduate positions. Let's do postgraduate positions. You can post events, and then the events would have like things like your name, title of the event, date of event, and then link to sign-up sheet. Link to sign-up sheet if desired, or you can be like linked to the URL of event. So like e.g., like a webinar or some virtual meeting. And what would be nice is if you're a user and you're browsing this, you can just, if you have a link that's here, you can make it very easy for the users to just sign up to that event. And it could be either a sign up sheet or the URL of the actual event. So something like this. I think the other things here would be like browse candidates. This was like something I was thinking about that's maybe more of an entertainment thing that I don't think I would do, but um, maybe this would go outside. It's like a users and employers. It's like matching. So it's kind of like taking the idea from dating apps and kind of like gamification idea where you can have for a given position, like a postgraduate training position, if a user swipes like on the position and the and the employer does too, then it's a match. And then the user and employer can then follow up with an informational session or something like that. Yeah, I think this would be like a very fun thing to do. Like you can generate interest without directly reaching out. So in lieu of, let's say, an email, a LinkedIn message, or something directly to the employer or directly to the candidate, you can just simply swipe on, the position that is posted by the employer, and if both parties like each other, then you generate this like match, which I think would be very, very fun. I don't know if that'd be like something that's desirable. Um, anyway, let me just check real quick. Cool. We have an interesting chat from Alex James on Twitch. Cool, man. Maybe I'll ping you about it. Okay, so going back to this right here, let me go back to my diagram. And so I think this is the main thing. I'm trying to think if there's any other problems that would need to be solved. Oh, there would be another database here probably. So this one, by the way, would be, if I go back to the canvas, this one would be like a database of all the posted positions that the employer has. And then it will contain information about the position. So the candidate would know all about the position. We'll create another one here. And then this would be maybe like matches. And then we have something like this where the users and employers can go ahead and match. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. So some central website that's easy to remember that everyone can visit, publicly available, everything is free. I was thinking about building this in a live stream actually, and just like as I'm building each feature, everyone can follow along, give feedback, see if this is something that's actually solving the problem that we're facing right now. But I think that might be it. It's a pretty simple solution, I think, and hopefully something I can work on next year because again, I think I'm seeing quite a few of these posts, and I get the sense that this is a problem. Anyways, if you have any feedback, I'd be curious to know. If you have any thoughts on it, send me a message, things like that. And otherwise, I will probably post later on. Let me stop sharing my screen. I'll probably post later on a Google Sheet, sign up sheet, to make it very easy right now for folks to sign up, to share who is hosting an event and when that event is, and a URL to either the sign up link, if you have a sign up sheet, or the URL to the webinar that you may be hosting. And hopefully that will be a very quick and dirty MVP that it can solve some of the problems right now. Okay, I think we're in the stream here. Just trying to collect some ideas and share this idea. So it'll be something maybe I'll work on next year. All right, thanks, guys. If you tuned in, otherwise, I will see you next time.